CEPI and Petty Cash stars, we believe in financial inclusion. We believe that every single person in Cameroon should be able to save and achieve their financial goals. But I would like to know, how did Petty Cash come about?
Oh, thank you so much. Coming from the aspect of the small wooden bags, or what we naturally call the piggy banks. Have you used a piggy bank before?
I have. Growing up, I had a piggy bank where always put my 25 francs or the equivalent of, say, 50 cents for our partners in the US and our friends in the US. And piggy banks are so essential because you can save your money there, and at the end of the year, you break it and you have like a massive form.
Did you always achieve your objectives? In your mind, you wanted to do something with that particular budget you were saving. Did you actually achieve your objective?
Well, not always, because I had the flexibility to use my money whenever, isn't it? And because with your piggy bank, you know that if you don't put the money in there, you can just use it to do something else. I did achieve my goals sometimes, but there were other times when I didn't.
Actually, we observed how people use these piggy banks, and we did a market research for about 102 persons. And we realized that more than 90% of Cameroonians have used these piggy banks before when they were much younger,
Yes.
to actually save small amounts of money, meet up with objectives. And myself, I had this objective of buying a football, and I was saving my money in a piggy bank. And from our research, we realized that more than 80% of persons did not achieve their objectives, I inclusive. I wanted to buy a football, but sometimes when I was hungry, I would take
The knife or the fork, and you like trying to get
the
the coins out of the piggy bank.
exactly. So most people never achieve the objective. The aspect of savings was already inert, was already immersed in us, even when we were much younger.
Yes.
But now, while growing up, if I ask you, do you still use a piggy bank?
Well, no, of course
Why?
not. Because we have access to other tools and services like Petty Cash, which means I don't have to go and actually buy a piggy bank and put it in the house, because you could lose that money.
Thank you. People actually, when most people who use the piggy bank, more than 75% of them don't use the piggy bank anymore because they believe it's obsolete. They believe it's out of the scope with the 21st century proposals or opportunities which are put in place by various financial institutions. And so Petty Cash came as a result to offer contemporary solutions to this traditional piggy bank concept, helping people to actually save small amounts of money, but having an objective to be able to meet some with those objectives in the future. It is an aspect, it is a very fundamental aspect in navigating poverty and giving opportunities for small traders, small business people, buyers, sellers. You can have the truck pushers or students, giving them opportunities to be able to reinvest this money in either a project which they have initiated or in a business which they want to actually invest in.
That's incredible, because essentially one of the problems that we face in Cameroon is the lack of finance. Most individuals are excluded from the formal financial system because they work in the informal sector, and they're also excluded from obtaining loans from banks because they don't have any guarantees. Very few of us have land titles or houses or cars that we can pull up to take a loan from the bank. And we at CEPI, we thought Petty Cash is doing something very groundbreaking and innovative, because what you guys are allowing is many more people to set the goal for themselves and achieve that goal by the end of the year, and then invest in projects that can improve their lives. And this comes back to how we view financial inclusion, because we at CEPI, we view financial inclusion as a unique tool to help lift people out of poverty, but most importantly, to promote entrepreneurship. And Petty Cash works with people to ensure that people can actually visualize these goals, isn't it? And then work towards saving and achieving the savings objectives, and then investing in their projects. I think it's a wonderful story, because there are loads of people out there who cannot open a bank account at Afriland or at the microfinance due to the requirements, but Petty Cash is offering a real solution to everyday Cameroonians.
And added to that, our proximity solutions within our platform allows people from everywhere. For example, we have clients all over the country who don't even know our office space physically, but who can be able to create free accounts, create savings campaigns, and be able to save through the integration of APIs like MTN and all which are local mobile
Telecommunications
telecommunication companies working with us to be able to enable people save anywhere, anytime within the country. And this is very important because it bridges the gap of distance and we become like an open source banking system whereby proximity is very crucial. You can be in your house and you want to save 100 francs. If you have an account with a microfinance, you cannot pay taxi to go to a microfinance and save 100 francs.
Exactly.
If you have 100 francs and that 100 francs is not useful, you just think of your petty cash account and you say, oh, I have a target to meet and I have my Momo actually with me. It's very handy in my phone.
Momo is mobile money transfer.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
You have Momo or Orange Money. These are local money transfer agencies, and you can just take your phone and transfer monies from your mobile money or your orange money into your petty cash account. Now, the difference between us and mobile money is that the mobile money is a wallet, whereas petty cash is a proximity open source banking system, whereby the 100 you're moving from your wallet and putting into your account, you can't actually withdraw it until you have attained your objective, which you set.
And this is vital. This is very, very important because sometimes if you want to save money in your bank account, you will save the money in the bank account, but then you might want to go out with your friends and you just go and grab the money. What Petty Cash is doing is making sure that if you have an objective to achieve by December 23rd, they make sure that you actually achieve that objective. And the reason why I think it's much more vital is because financial discipline is even more crucial than financial inclusion.
Yeah.
People can have access to bank accounts, they can have access to payment services, but if people cannot credibly save and achieve their objectives, then financial inclusion could become much more counterproductive, isn't it?
Absolutely. And our results are stunning. We have been able to permit people achieve more than 5,000 campaign, that is goals which they have been able to set from themselves, which is a total worth of over 150 million, which is roughly about 300,000 US dollars. And people have created diverse campaigns going from, I remember when we were in the field, I remember Mama was creating a campaign for her daughter to open an avocado business to sell pear during the holiday like this.
Yes.
And
Means
she was putting her small benefits, and by June, she created a business for her daughter. And her daughter till now supplies pear to many of our clients from that financial discipline which her mother said. And it's not just how we have many people have bought their laptops. Students have created campaigns to buy their laptops for school projects. People have created campaigns to open businesses. People have created campaigns to be effective in paying their house rents, electricity bills, and what have you. So it has become a very essential tool, and it has become like a part of the people's life to that's to enable them see that being financially disciplined is one fundamental aspect in alleviating poverty and helping them to improve their livelihoods.
That's really good. Thank you so much for your reply, Mr. Fatier.